And today we're going to be looking at what the Christmas scene meant to Padre Pio. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Following Padre Pio, where we look at the absolutely incredible lives of Padre Pio, the Capuchin friar and miracle worker. And if you are new to our channel, then please do follow us. If you like, subscribe, or share our videos, then you'll be included in this coming Friday's Mass Pre-intentions. And also subscribe to our channel. But the best way to join in our Padre Pio apostolate is in fact to go onto our website and enroll your Mass prayer petitions. Now, Padre Pio celebrated Christmas with incredible devotion and joy. And it was arguably his favorite celebration. Here's a little story. He wrote to his spiritual daughter, a Raffaellina Serase, saying the following: "When the Holy Novena begins in honor of the baby Jesus, it feels as though my spirit is being born again, renewed to a new life." And he says, "I felt as though my heart were in fact too small to embrace all these heavenly blessings. My soul felt as though it were disintegrating in the presence of our God who had become man." So it was something really alive to him, and the whole focus, of course, is on God becoming man. He continues, "How can we not love him forever with a fervor that never grows stale? Let us open our hearts to the baby Jesus, whose soul was without the stain of sin, and we will taste how sweet and suave it is to love him." That's really beautiful. Let us open our hearts to the baby Jesus, and we will taste how sweet and suave it is to love him. That is what he's advising. Now, Padre Pio's his brother friars, recall that Padre Pio always wanted the Christmas scene to be placed opposite the confessional where he was hearing confessions. Why do you think he wanted this? Well, he would remain in the confessional, of course, for hours and hours every day. And he could gaze out at the crib scene with his gaze fixed on the statue of the baby Jesus. So the baby Jesus was the center, of course, of the whole Christmas scene. This great devotion to the infant Jesus was something that Padre Pio practiced even when he was a small child. Growing up in Pietrelcina, he used to prepare the crib scene himself. And he would begin work maybe months before Christmas, even in October. And while he was out pasturing the family's animals and sheep, with some friends, of course, then he would go and search for clay. And he would fashion this clay and mold it into statues of shepherds, sheep, and the Magi. But Padre Pio took particular care in crafting the infant Jesus. And he would often make the infant Jesus, and then he would remake it because he wasn't perfectly happy, and he'd remake it again until it was just right. The young Francisco, as he was known then, wanted the crib scene to be as beautiful as possible. And he even went to the extent of collecting little snail shells, which he would fill with oil, and these would become small lights which he would place around the whole crib scene. Of course, in those days in Pietrelcina, there was no electricity, but he wanted it as beautiful as possible. So it's very creative in that sense. So for Padre Pio, every Christmas was an occasion of spiritual renewal. And this is the main thing. It helped him and encouraged him to nurture within himself the unconditional love for humanity that, of course, this occasion symbolized, with tremendous love for the most humble and poor and suffering, for everyone. Building the nativity scene today, of course, is a beautiful family tradition that should be revitalized, and helps us to keep our true focus on the infant Jesus during this holy season. And in just a moment, you will see Padre Pio's blessing video. If you just click through to that video, it's a very short, beautiful blessing video.